So one of my favorite sort of, I don't know, I guess it's a joke. I'm laughing, I haven't said that. It's about two dogs. It's actually a joke about Mexico and the United States. And it's about two dogs. And one is a Mexican dog and one is a United States dog. The Mexican dog is walking north to cross the border to go to the United States because the Mexican dog has heard all these wonderful things about the United States. And he sees another dog, a beautiful, well-groomed dog, coming from the United States into Mexico, and says, "Whoa, hey, fella, where are you going? You're going in the wrong direction. We want to go that way." And the other dog said, "No, I'm going to Mexico." He said, "You're going to Mexico, but the United States, they throw food away, and they don't throw rocks at dogs, and you know the streets are paved with gold." And the other dog just looks and he says, "I just want to bark. I just want to bark." And he goes his way. And I love that story because Mexico is actually a libertarian country. So if you want to go horseback riding or bicycle riding or motorcycle riding and you don't want to wear a helmet, be my guest or be their guest. Don't wear one. But if you fall off and you have a brain injury and something terrible happens to you, don't expect that you can sue somebody for not telling you should have worn a helmet because this is a libertarian country. And you have to take responsibility for your actions. And also, for instance, if I give a party and somebody gets drunk at my party, could happen, and they tumble down the stairs, they can't sue me unless the stairs were broken. But I have banisters on my stairs and they're not broken because they have to be responsible for their actions. I am not responsible for somebody's actions. It is not my job to say, "Hey, you seem to be drinking too much." No, I'm a nice person and, well, not that nice. I'm a responsible person, and I would say, "Hey, you know, somebody needs to drive this joker home because they're clearly going to crash on the dirt road somewhere or into a cow or a horse or a dog." Now, this kind of brings me up to what's going on at the border, which maybe you've heard about all the wackiness that's going up on San Ysidro border, which you probably don't know if you don't live on the West Coast. I notice that anybody east of Ohio has no idea about anything about Mexico. They think it's all mariachis and margaritas and guys with mustaches. But if you live west of Ohio, you kind of know that Mexico used to be part of the United States. A huge, huge part, up to Utah, belonged to Mexico. Colorado, Arizona, Mexico, New Mexico, Nuevo Mexico, Mexico de Nueva, and they lost it in the War of 1848 because, they lost it. And they had to pay $14 million for the privilege. Okay, so the thing is, the United States has the best propaganda in the world. It's so good that people living there don't know it's propaganda. Because how many times a day do people hear, "We live in the greatest country in the world. We live in a free country." That's true. Oh, by the way, France is a free country. Greece is a free country. Europe, all of the countries in Europe are a free country. Russia is not a free country. China is not a free country. The Saudi Arabia is not free at all. But there are a lot of other free countries. But we have the best propaganda and also, good blue jeans, Levi's, and other good stuff, Michael Jordan sneakers. So people in other countries have TV and they have YouTube and they see these messages and they go, "Whoa, let's go." But the reality of that is, if they get into the United States, which is very, very unlikely, this is not the 1980s when they were saying, "Come on, we need you. Nobody wants to pick those strawberries." Things have changed. But if they do get in, they have no idea what awaits them, never mind the legal barriers. If you live in Ohio or anywhere west of that, and you go to a Home Depot and you see all these people standing outside hoping for a job, and maybe they'll get hired, and maybe they'll get paid, and maybe they won't. So this is not an easy life. I mean, if they're lucky and they can afford a mattress in a house with wall-to-wall mattresses that they have to pay like $25 a night for, which is probably what they earn during the day, it's absolutely not easy. And we really, I think, should be making PSAs that say, "Hey, this is what awaits you. If you manage to get across into the United States and you are now waiting to see if they're going to let you apply to get a visa, that's what's awaiting you. It's just not easy. And we really, I think, that's my rant for today. We have an obligation to warn people that it's not the land of honey. And like the dog who's going north thinking, "Oh boy, well, you know what? The dog's going to wind up in animal rescue, and if it's lucky, it won't be a kill shelter. So I know it's not one of my happy messages, but that's it for today anyway. The next time I'll be a little more. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not cheerful, but you know what? It's reality. Love you. Bye.